3, 2, 1. Servus, grüezi, and welcome not to the best, now your favorite podcast with your favorite Bboy host and my guest for your favorite breaking show. This time, all the way from Greece, representing Liquid Fire. Please make some noise for Mr. Emmanouel Fox. Po, po, po. What's up, my G? Thank you for taking your time.
My pleasure, bro. I'm good. What about you?
Good to see you. Yes, perfect, brother. Perfect.
Yeah, we saw
Perfect.
each other recently, right?
Good, good is life is good. Yeah, you are booked more in Switzerland than myself, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
like I did like two times last year. Yeah.
nice, nice. Yeah, so we met first time, it was 2 years ago in
Ye-
Slovenia or last year.
Uh,
Was it last year?
Last year for sure, but I was there 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and then yeah, 2 years in a row. Then we saw it 2 years ago. So, shout outs to you, first of all. I only bring people on my podcast I respect and like, and I think is interesting. So, congrats on that.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
you also do a lot for the culture, you do a lot for breaking, and you're not there just to take, you are here to give also. So, first of all, like they say in America, I want to give you your flowers, so take this bouquet and everybody knows now. Yeah. So, my G, this is your, how many years you are now living in our hip hop culture?
Uh, I started breaking when I was 1999. Yeah,
Nin-
1999.
1999 you start. So,
Yeah.
what was the first thing you saw that was hip hop or breaking related? I guess before 99?
No, actually it was 99.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the PlayStation magazine.
Okay.
Only you and me remember this from
Yeah.
this generation. And there was, they had those demo discs inside,
Yeah.
and there was an Africa Bambata video clip in there
Really?
because, yeah, because that it was Africa Shocks. That was the song, and the video clip back then was a bit controversial because the one of the guys there is slowly breaking into pieces.
Okay.
So they had it in there for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. And there's like a small part with breaking, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I'll do that.
Right. And then what was your next steps after you
Well,
saw
basically,
that?
I was actually rollerblading at the time,
Mm.
and but I got bored of them really, really fast. And basically, one day I just took them off and I started breaking, like breaking, whatever. And
You do what
there was
you just recreate what you saw.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then I think it was a girl that saw me and was like, "Yeah, I know this other guy, and he also breaks." So I met with this other guy, and then we met some other guys, and yeah, and eventually, yeah, we formed a crew.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we formed another seven crews because, you know, doesn't always work. And then I got with some guys, and we formed the first name was Fire Groovers, and then we switched to side effects. But yeah, after that I left, and
So how did these early practices look like? You met, then you went to a youth center, you went to a school gym. Where did you practice?
in the middle of the most central square of Heraklion, my city.
Okay.
And it's open, everybody could see you. There was no breaking back then. So, we were the junkies, the show-offs, the this, the that. So yeah, it was mostly me and the other guy training most of the times. Yeah, 4 times a week.
What was the first move?
First move, a six step done in the wrong way.
Yeah, welcome to the club. I also learned six-step counterclockwise, and I do power moves clockwise.
Nice.
Yeah, mine was also six-step. Nice, nice. And
A
then,
fun, f- a
yeah,
fun
please.
fact, a fun
Yeah.
fact for people.
Yes.
Six step is not a breaking move. It's it's not like a move. It's an exercise to learn patterns. Most people don't know that. People think six step is the be all end all of footwork, and you have to
Didn't
know.
didn't the USB boy created it?
But not as a move. It was an exercise.
but not breaking related.
No, no, it was a breaking exercise,
Ah, really?
but it's not a move. It's a pattern.
So who was the guy who exercised it like that?
I don't know,
Yeah.
uh, but like it's not the most important footwork because when people teach, they go like you have to know six step, and it's like you can do it without because who does six step after a few years? No one. The most important
Yeah.
footwork is sweep.
Yes.
It's not the six step. And
Yes.
the six step again, six step became a move later.
I mean, in general, when you see high level breaking, there is rarely any six steps, you know.
Yeah.
And most of the time, six steps come from beginners. I mean, you see high level b-boys do a half a round
Yeah.
or maybe complete one round to go in the transition, but multiple six steps in a row, you practically only see from beginners.
No. And most people just want the sweep motion to go
Yes,
to something else.
yes.
It's not the whole movement.
I
No.
mean, six step is a sweep with steps inside.
Yeah, it's a sweep with a hook and a knee
Yes.
drop-ish position.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
Oh,
think about it, the six step, you do the first three steps, and then you do exactly the same steps backwards on the other
yeah,
side.
but how do you start your six step? Because I saw people start from different angles. I mean, I know
But it
there
doesn't
is.
matter.
I mean, at the end of the day, when I learned the six step, I learned it from the front. So I sweep my right leg like this. But then I saw later people start from this position,
Yeah.
like you know the
Yeah.
push-up position.
I tell my students not to think about these things
Mhm.
because even if you start from the hook and then you continue and you come back to the hook, it's still the same thing.
Yeah, but like you say, it's the same move backwards and then just forwards. You know, it's
Yeah, yeah,
just on the other side.
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it was my nerd history buff coming
Oh,
out.
nice, perfect. This platform is for knowledge, brother. Knowledge and entertainment. So you started breaking then with your crew. You remember the first sounds you break to?
It was electro stuff, but I have no idea. That I do not remember. It was whatever we could get our hands off,
Yes,
on. There was no YouTube. There was not even LimeWire back then, I
but you
think.
had the boombox.
Yeah, we had a gray boombox, which actually in the beginning we had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was dancing with no music in the beginning, and then one day, we went to the square to practice, and there were a lot of people gathered around our spot, and we weren't there, and and there were some b-boys from Austria. Yes. And I'm still looking for them because I lost contact with them.
But you remember
They
the
were
name?
called Electron Brothers. That's the only thing I know about them.
Two people.
No, no. It was like six, seven people, I think. I'm not exactly sure about the number. It's been such a long time. And they came to do a show and left. And I had their phone numbers and stuff, but back then you change your phone and you lose
Yeah,
everything and la la la. And I'm still looking for them to this day.
because I started dancing in Vienna, in Austria, in
Oh,
2000.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, I
and
remember two of them. There was one guy that looked like Benny Kimoto, but he wasn't. And there was another guy called Mr. Nike because he shaved his head and he had the Nike logo in the back of his head. But that's all I remember. I think I have a picture of them somewhere. Maybe I can send you and maybe
maybe I
because I'm
recognize
actually
them.
still looking for them because I really want to thank
Ah,
them.
that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I don't know them. And then, yeah, please continue.
Yeah. So that's the first B-boy. Those are the first B-boys we saw from abroad here.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Because I do live on an island. I'm not in the mainland of Greece. I live in Crete.
Mm-hmm.
So, for us back then, it was like,
Yes.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. And yeah, and after that, there was nothing until I moved to Cyprus. And then from there, we started bringing people in and slowly traveling to IBE and all that stuff.
Ah, so what was your first IB?
Oh, I don't even remember. I think it was the first year when they moved to Hirlen, but I don't know what,
7 or 8, I think, because
something like that. Yeah.
2005 was the last one in Rotterdam.
Okay. So yeah, so I think it was the first one in Hirlen, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when did you start to have footage back then? And what was the first footage you got?
Ah, okay, that came early on. The first footage I had was the VHS of Battle of Year 2000.
This is the gold shit, bro.
Yeah. This is still
You
to
had
this
the
day.
Battle of the Year 2000 VHS.
Yes.
Where did you buy it? Bought it?
So actually, one of the guys in the crew bought it, and he was the guy that was a bit more wealthy, so he could order things online. He was
Ah,
already into these things.
yeah, because back then ordering online, it was not easy and not cheap.
No, yeah, and most people we didn't even but know back then.
Yeah,
I grew up in a village.
yeah,
I still to this day I don't really order stuff online. I do, but
yeah.
not often.
And you remember some highlights from the Battle of the Year 2000?
Oof.
I mean, highlights for you, of course.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just like thinking there's so many things like the Kung Fu show was dope, Circle of Fire was dope,
Hmm.
Final was dope, African All Stars. I can name so many because
Ah, South Africa All Stars, yeah.
yeah, bro, like I still use videos from that VHS. I saw that VHS so many times that you get the
Because
lines.
I also asked, yeah, yeah, when you destroyed the VHS, because this was my first thing I watched. Because I saw breaking some other things, but never like real appreciated it or really, paid attention. But when I saw in Viva in German, no, MTV was it? Yeah, MTV, bro, flying steps, Benny Kimoto does 12 airflare, then he goes back and start locking. When I saw this, I thought, what?
The
And they
Tekken
had
show.
the team. Yes, this wanted to say the Tekken team show and the music they used there. When the all this love that I'm giving for Benny and Vartan, man, bro,
Freeze, IOU. I have that track. I actually have that
bro,
track.
this changed my life. Battle of the Year 2000 changed my life. You remember the first DVD you watched?
Ah, DVD no, because we pirated everything.
Ah,
There was this I don't know if you know it. I don't think many people know this. Do you know the program SoulSeek?
it was it like Casa and shit.
It was kind of because you could look into people's files in their computers like that if they had it public. If they had
Okay,
it public,
okay.
yeah, and you could download and you could just do a search, like I don't know, Breakdance Battle 2005 or whatever,
Ah,
and
okay.
you could download from there straight. And there
Yeah.
were a lot of b-boys using that apparently because I got so many DVDs from there, like actual DVDs you could burn and use it as a DVD on
Yes,
your
yes, yes, yes,
screen.
yes, yes.
But I remember the beginning of breaking and now the end, but in the middle, because I've done so much with breaking, it's really hard to remember those details.
Of
And
course, of course. So what 99 you start breaking? What year did you move to Cyprus?
I think it was around 2003 or
Ah,
something like that.
okay. So you was just like in your early days with breaking. So did you compete in these 4 years already, or you started competing when you in Cyprus?
I think I did like one or two competitions before I left,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, the main competitions happened after I went to Cyprus.
So you really developed your style and your dance in Cyprus.
Yeah, pretty much.
So was there already some OGs there you could practice with some other crews, or how did it look for you?
I'm the OG there.
In Cyprus.
Yes.
Ah,
I
okay.
am the guy that sparked breaking. Many people say I brought breaking to Cyprus, but I don't want to use that term.
Yes.
I don't even like the term OG to be honest, but um,
It's a young
I,
scene,
there was nothing. It was just a bunch of b-boys doing handstands and maybe like a couple of bad footwork and stuff. And
but
then
nothing serious.
no, nothing serious. And then when I went there and I had the highest level already, and I could do flares and hand hops already.
Hmm.
Which for back then, it was something. Now it's of course
Yeah, hand tops
yeah,
back in the day was finishing
yeah.
move.
You could do air flare. You were a god back then.
I mean, still, if you can do half it's crazy. But I mean, just kids can do it now also. So,
Every week, bro, a new kid comes up.
oh my God. Yeah, I think I saw again with the one guy. He does six real one-hand air flares in his living room, and his mother is not even giving him attention. Nothing. This is I mean, if you now a kid and start breaking, I feel sorry, kind of, you know? You have
Yeah.
so much competition.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I tell my students like they tell you have time, you don't.
Yeah,
There's a Chinese kid because
yeah,
right now Chinese kids are dominating that scene, um, and the Russians right behind them, and obviously the Japanese. It's
yeah,
these three countries
yeah.
with the
You
high level
saw
kid.
you saw the baby with diapers?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So this kid,
Come
yeah.
on. He has diapers, man.
Yo, I posted on Facebook years ago when we started seeing a lot of kids doing airflows and stuff, and it was like something like to I don't know 2030 fetus observed in the belly of the mom doing
Yeah.
airflows because it's
But
just getting younger and
bro, it's
younger.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, do you remember that 3-year-old Chinese girl that was doing airflares? 3 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. This is bro. How? She can't even walk straight for 10 minutes.
The Chinese are not playing, bro.
Bro, these guys and girls, they just practice hard, man. It's hard work, it's discipline. In the Western world, we're all spoiled, man.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But you know, they train like 6 hours a day. The national team, at least that I know of, six
That's
hours a day, bro.
my God, my God, what a
It's
life!
crazy.
What a life! Imagine you as a kid, you can practice 6 hours a day. I mean,
It sounds good, yeah. But here's something that not many people
mhm.
talk about. Sorry, we don't know what's happening behind those walls, yeah. Because when you practice to be a champion, it's not easy.
No, 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 no,
There's no
no,
I
no,
don't want
no,
to
no.
practice today.
Yeah.
So when does it become abuse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know stories. I know a couple of stories of things
Oh,
happening.
I mean, if you just hear stories from back in the day, how they used to practice, you know, when you hear from the Olympics, how they used to cry when they stretch, and when they're at the Olympics, these ice skaters break the legs of the competitors, so they have a better chance to win and stuff, you know. So, I mean, we started because of love and dance, and we don't know, of course, if these crazy kids do it for the love and not just because they have to do something.
Yeah. So I'm not accusing anyone. I don't know, but we should be a bit cautious. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, to be honest, to reach this level these kids have, you can't have easy practice.
Of course,
You
I
can't
agree.
have a day off. I mean, if you just watch the difficulty, I know kids learn faster and they have more energy, but the difficulty, this is not something you learn from just being uh, energyful, you know, like how you say, like full of energy.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
So
to drill these
so yeah,
things.
so where's the line? That's what I'm saying. Where's the line?
That's yeah. That's a good conversation you can have. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I need to invite some teachers and then we can talk about that. Oh, I need to invite some Chinese teachers and then we can talk about that. So back to Cyprus scene. Uh, any major events that happened there? Like, I mean, you know, for example, you know, Battle of the Year from Germany, you know, UK champs from London. Was there or is there any Cyprus big annual event?
So back then there was not much,
Hmm.
and then at some point, Battle of the Year Cyprus happened, and I believe it was the first three battles that were the ones that really pushed the level. So in Cyprus there is this rivalry between Nicosia and Limassol. I
Okay.
was living in Nicosia, and it was like the two teams basically every year in the final, same teams, my team and the Godfathers. And bro, last year for Cyprus, it was like maybe 2,000, 3,000 people watching it. Bro,
Last
Cyprus,
last year, Battle of the Year,
the
2024.
last year was 2000, the last big
Ah,
one was
sorry, yes.
2009.
Ah, crazy.
That was crazy. And the rivalry was huge. Like the last year, we had to live with security, my team, because we won all 3 years and then
Oh,
we stopped. Yeah. And we had to go with the security because they were waiting for us outside to beat us up, you know?
yeah.
But that pushed the level. That really pushed the
Of
level.
course, yes.
And after that, because my team stopped, because Some people had to go to the army, some people had to study,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just stopped doing it. And it quickly just dwindled into nothing.
Ah, okay, okay, I see. So you was at Battle of the Year International with your crew?
No, here's the problem. Battle of the Year Cyprus is the only battle of the year that you need to win two qualifications. So we needed to win the Cypriot, and from the Cypriot qualification, we went to the Balkan qualification. Yes, which
Ah,
Cyprus is technically Middle East. It's not Balkans.
Balkan, yeah.
Yes. So unfortunately, we had the chance to go three times, but because of how the rules were made somehow, of course, back then we did know we could contact, Thomas and be
Yes,
like, and Thomas is an amazing guy. Like nothing, he has nothing to do with this. Yeah, just
yes, yes.
I don't want to have any misunderstanding from people that don't know. Uh, yeah, and we just and we were kind of ready for the last year, but something went really wrong, and we didn't go through the shows for like 3 points. It's crazy. But yeah, we never made it past that, and that's where Liquid Fire stopped. And then after that, it was just me and my best friend continuing the name
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm,
most people basically just stopped.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I had my chance 2003,
Ah,
and we would have gone directly to the world final, right? So we practiced the show 1 month before Battle of the Year. Stupid, stupid. We just thought our skills would be enough, you know? So we had a dope beginning, a nice middle, but no end. We had no end, and then we ended up in the third place battle, and then we got third place. But if we would have gone to the final, I don't say 100% because you don't know. Battle is a battle. But we had really good chances to go there. And you know how it is? You are from my generation. Our dream was to go to Battle of the Year with your crew, to be
oh
on
yeah,
the stage and Trick says your crew name and your country.
exactly. That was my dream. That's the only breaking dream that was
Yeah,
left there.
yeah.
You
I
know?
had I had two dreams. I had this dream, and because All Battles All 2001, Killer Bees versus Friends All Stars. Leo from Germany did hand hops to the beat, and everybody went crazy. And this is why I continued breaking because of that. So Battle of the Year took me first and then IB. That's why IBE, when you see me there, I am like this, you know? And this was my second dream to learn this move and make the house go crazy so everybody jump inside and start screaming. I did this I accomplished. But the Battle of the Year dream,
Yeah. Yeah. Now the biggest event in Cyprus is Break the Maze. That's the biggest
break the
one.
maze. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. So you and your crew, except this Battle of the Year wins, you traveled a little bit, had some abroad success.
Uh, w- we did IB once a year.
Hmm.
Uh, like every year we brought people, kids mostly. But my best friend was always competing at Octagon,
Ah, nice. Okay.
which actually he made finals one year.
Ah, cool. Who he lost to?
Pieces from Canada.
Ooh, too much control, this guy. Too much
Yeah, yeah,
control.
that's why he lost actually.
Yeah.
But we even have an interview between them after the event. It was a lot of fun. But for me, IB was mainly to get the information, the knowledge, and to get my kids. I had 23 kids with me one year.
Damn, son.
So yeah, every year, bro, for like years.
That's crazy. I know a guy from Germany, shout out to Loni. He won Octagon qualification in Switzerland, and then he went to IB. But you know how he won the qualification?
Everybody dropped the cones, right? Hey, that's part of the game.
I mean, he danced. He showed some rounds, but he won all battles because of the crashes.
Yep, part of the game.
Yeah, Charles Stallone is such a good guy. He has such a good heart. So now you said 23 kids you took with yourself. When did you start teaching?
That's the reason I moved to Cyprus, actually, because I did my army
Ah,
service.
okay.
I went there through my army service, basically, and I was looking for a place to start. So I found this school, and after I finished, they were like, "Hey, you want to come back and teach breaking? Nobody's teaching breaking here." And, immediately I said yes because I wanted to be a b-boy professionally. And yeah, I was teaching up until last year. In 20 years, I was teaching for 20
Great
years.
respect, bro. That's nice. That's nice. And all kinds of people or mainly kids?
It was mainly kids because actually the last 2 years I had people my age.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah. And that was really refreshing because people still
Yeah.
think it's a kids dance,
Yes.
which now I'm back in Crete and I'm starting over, so I need to go up that road again until I find people that are like, yo, this is for everyone.
I was myself, I was full-time teacher for 8 months, I think. Before I teach like in total like 3 years, but for not even maybe 6 months, I could stop all the other work and only teach. I had 12 hours a week.
Oh, nice.
But then you know how it is. You lose their two kids, you lose their class, then it's holidays, you don't get paid and shit, you know. So yeah, but I say that because I really also love to teach, especially kids, because kids they give you real energy. You know, when they happy, they're really happy. They're not laughing because they want to fake a feeling or anything, you know. And when they learn something, they're so grateful. And also, it reminds me of myself when I used to start as a kid and I learned the moves. So, for me, then, because you said it was refreshing to have all the man, the first time, then I teach like 15 years old, 16 years old, or with skills. Wow, it was totally different, totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, but with them, you don't get the feeling of seeing them growing up into it.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah,
Because I was lucky to have, I think, 5 or 6 teams, which they were like 3 or 4 or 5 years. Some people were there for 10 years.
nice.
So that's a different
I
feeling,
mean, it's like when you have a crew, right? You watch them grow up, they get a job, they get
Yeah.
married, they become
Oh, they
parents.
have kids now, bro. It's my
So,
back hurts suddenly.
so you're not a father yet?
No, no. I would
Ah,
like
okay.
to I would like to have a daughter, but
Yes.
living the breaking life and how things are in these days, it's
So
hard.
if you have female viewers, Fox is ready.
I'm ready, but I want a daughter. Yeah, please.
Nice, nice. So any funny stories you can tell from teaching with the kids?
That I can tell?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, okay.
That I can tell? No. It's like a lot of crazy stuff was happening. Oh, yeah, but there is one actually.
Yes, please.
Um, One I can really tell is like, so I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. 5 minutes. Don't kill each other, yeah? It was one of those wild groups.
Ugh.
Teenagers, 14, 15 years old, crazy, crazy stuff, you know? And um I come back and there's puddles of blood on the floor. Bro, I was away for 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And I'm like, guys, what happened? And they go like, oh, it's Mike. And Mike was right behind me. So I just turn around and he has his back with to me. And I'm like, Mike, are you okay? And bro, he just turns and he smiles and there's no teeth. Upper in the upper part,
Thank
upper
God.
jaw, no teeth, bro. None. So what these guys did, they took, the puzzle mats.
Yeah, yeah.
So they took the puzzle mats and they pushed them to the side and they put the fat mats. So they were doing front flips.
Uh-huh.
And this guy jumped too far. His legs touched the puzzle mats. His knees came into his face and broke all his teeth in his upper jaw.
Holy shit. And he still smiled?
And that's not even the funny part. So, I pick up the phone and I call his dad and I go like, hello, yeah, your son is fine, but he broke his teeth. And I go like this, expecting to be like, ah. And he goes like, oh, again? Okay, I'm going to come pick him up. And it was this, he broke the fake teeth because he already broke his teeth from something else.
Man, kids. Kids is just too crazy, man.
Crazy, yeah. But other stuff, bro, it's like these kids are crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
I had problem kids. I had kids from troubled families, kids that were running away, so there
Hmm.
was fighting. Yeah, that's why I say I cannot say because it's
Yes, yes,
personal
yes,
for
yes.
them
Of
and it's
course, of
best.
course, of
Yeah.
course, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not only their dance teacher, you're their father, you're their friend, there's many things. It's not only teaching. And when I used to teach the kids, I was, I don't want to say like hard on them, but I didn't treat them like kids. I treat them like not adults, but I talk normally with them, you know and the parents of the kids loved me because I always um, told them you have to work hard. I didn't let things slip. Everybody has to do the exercises, and I always said for the mothers, I said, now when you go home, you take the vacuum and you clean the living room so your mother can chill a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I fully agree. And I always tell them if I just teach you breaking, I've failed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Breaking the relationship I think that in hip hop we have with our students is very, very different because I feel a lot of times it's very dry how other people they go, they teach and they leave and that's
yeah.
it.
They
You
just
know,
go there
and
for
but
the
we
job, for the money.
yeah, yeah. But you know, we have them on our Instagrams, they will send us videos or maybe they have a problem
Yeah.
and they want to talk about it and you know, it's different.
Mm-hmm. And that's the for me this was I also started teaching because I thought I was not in a good place in my life, a little darker times, and I knew dancing always helped me. And then I just started to take one class to become a teacher, right? And it gave me so much, and I saw I can give so much back to the culture. And then when I hear kids, like when I stopped practicing, I saw kids like 1 year later in a jam, and then they told me like, yeah, we kept on practicing, and now I'm a b-boy. I want to be b-boy. I want to be b-girl. This is the best part, man. No money can uh, can give you this feeling. Crazy.
Exactly. Exactly that.
Nice, very nice. So you also, uh, uh, I love hip hop culture because you can have so many different things you can go inside. You can start teaching, you can start competing. Uh, what you also do is you do a lot of research, right? It's called the vault.
Yes.
So let's talk about the vault for a little bit. How did you come up with the vault, and what is the vault for all the listeners?
All right. So the Vault is my baby child, but yeah, I'm not the father, let's say in a way.
Ah,
So you remember the video History of Biting?
history of biting.
Yeah, yeah. You can still find it on YouTube. And it was just you could see Native Americans, sorry, Native Americans doing kickouts
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, you know. And I watched that back then. I forgot about it. And then at some point, I stumbled upon a channel on, I think it was on Facebook, and then I found him on YouTube, and that channel was called What These. The guy was, I don't think the guy spoke very good English, so I don't know what exactly he was trying to say. Long story short, because I'm a freak and I like to keep everything, I downloaded all the videos from his channel, right? So at some point, I go in because I wanted to check if there's any new videos, and the channel has been deleted because of copyright strikes.
Oh.
Yes. So after a while, I was like, this is a lot of interesting stuff and it shouldn't be lost. And I had a talk with Renegade, DJ
Mhm.
Renegade. He's my shout outs to DJ Renegade. He's the first supporter that pushed me to do this and always been supporting me since. And yeah, and I was like, yo, let's bring it back. And I had all the videos already and I started editing them. I have no idea how to edit videos back then, simple cuts. If you see the videos now, of course, after 5 years, it's much, much better. And yeah, and then I went deeper and deep. And I believe I have gone deeper And in a matter of volume of clips I have, I'm the only person in the world right now with this amount
Okay.
of clips
Okay.
because I haven't even released one third of what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one person. I
So
edit and
when did you start releasing shit?
I think 5 years ago or 4 years ago, or maybe
Yeah.
more. I've lost track to be honest.
But on a regular basis.
Straight away, straight away. Uh,
What's some of the content you posted that got the most traction?
right now, my most viewed video is it's a movie. It's like a you know what a raise is?
Raise?
A raise in tricking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a flip. Imagine it. Okay. Do you remember the Dynamics Battle of Year 2001 doing
Yeah.
that air flare, but on all four? So he's jumping from right hand, right leg.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a Dunak also does a move like that, right?
yes,
Like
exactly,
like the flip in the circle, right? It's
exactly.
like how can you describe it? It's
It's a
like
raise.
it's like an air flare, right?
Yeah, but with your legs.
Yes.
Yeah. So that video on Facebook 3 months ago that I could still check had 2 million views on it
Oh,
on Facebook.
crazy.
And now it's like 500,000 views on Instagram.
Nice.
YouTube is slow still, but Instagram and Facebook on that video at least millions of views.
Nice.
The rest of the videos are not on that level,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm growing slowly. People's more because now I started doing more educational videos. Before it was just cut, cut, cut,
Yeah.
done. And I didn't know how YouTube worked. So now I put my face on it. I speak, I give more
Yes.
information. So we have a really good small following at the moment, but it's
Okay.
growing faster than before.
Nice, nice, nice. So basically, you show us that no B-girl or B-boy invented anything.
At least for the basic moves we use,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm over exaggerating now, but I
yeah,
mean, I mean, most of the basics we have already been done, right?
yes. From coin drops to shoulder freeze to something that looks like a baby step, even monkey swings. I have a lot of things still to bring out, bro.
What is one of the oldest one when you go look at it, and it is was like something in the 30s or even in the 20s?
Actually, I have a clip from the 1800s, like 1899 or something like that. Like barely cameras existed back then, you know?
Hmm.
And there's two clips. One is a child doing some acrobatics and there's like a drill in there, but like half a round, 1 round or something. And then I have another one, I think it's still from the 800s, that you could see sweeps and the donkey in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I have information of some just a couple of moves that go even further back, like way, way back, like
Hmm.
yoga moves. And you just have like a picture, like a drawn picture of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
depiction. Like even the cricket, like
Yes.
the cricket
A
is
jackhammer.
super old. That's actually called like a half planche in acrobatics or something like that. And yeah, I still have so much to show everyone.
Hmm.
I can't wait. And it's gigabytes of stuff.
What's some of the most shocking you saw? Like what? They already did that then?
Ah, the most shocking. Like do you know what the two-man helicopter is?
The what the
Yeah, you put the guy. Okay,
the
so
suicide lifestyle made it famous.
exactly. So I didn't find exactly that. I found something similar, which is done in another way, and I
Hmm.
was like, oh wow. And the head spin. I found head spins. I found a lot of rotations, but I found actual head spins.
Hmm.
Everybody has seen that woman spinning on the head of the other guy, of course, the
Yes, that
Carmenas.
I think for me this was the most shocking.
Yeah, I have older, but I think the most shocking was there's this guy and he does like a ninja kick,
Hmm.
and then he goes into a drill and suicide.
Okay.
Yeah, unaliving because you can't say that word on YouTube.
You saw they took some scene from a Jackie Chan movie and they put
Uh
breakbeats on it.
Yeah, I saw that page. I know which one you're talking
Bro,
about,
that's so
and
fresh. That's so fresh.
I will tell you what I don't like because of course I'm into these things.
Hmm.
There's no dates on these clips,
Yeah.
and there's one of the clips this guy posted is very interesting to me. Only one. The
Okay.
rest is just like has a guy doing air flares in a kung fu movie, and I know that's a 90s or 2000 movie. So
Ah,
for
okay,
me,
okay.
so for me that's not valid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I go up to 83 because that's when breaking exploded and everybody found out about it. Depending on the move, I might go a little bit further because I haven't seen B-boys doing it before,
Hmm.
like inverts. It's not a breaking. Uh, and so that's what I don't like. Like it's cool. What he's doing is cool. I'm not don't want to bash the guy, but I just like there's no dates on them. So if it's
Yeah.
like something from the 90s or the 87 or 88, it's not valid to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because then breaking exploded and it went to Asia. So because the next video I'm posting, actually, there's one kung fu movie and they are influenced by something. But in the video, I'm explaining that this is afterwards,
Ah, okay, I
you
see.
know? So it's a cool thing. What he's doing is cool for the people that are not into it and they don't know. But for me, because I'm super into it, there's no dates, nothing
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, cool. It gets views, but
Hmm.
you know.
So the page is called The Vault, right, on YouTube?
Yes, the
Yeah.
vault. It's kind of hard to find, so
Yeah,
you need to.
yeah, we'll put the link down and then everybody can click on it for sure. So I'm excited to see more from The Vault. Also, what you do a lot nowadays is judging, right?
Yes.
When did you start judging?
So first time I judged actually for something because people don't know who I am, and the first time I judged international, not internationally, a big events, everybody was up in like, who's this guy? Blah, blah. So the first time I judged internationally, and it was a kids battle. Yeah, I know. It was in 2011 at
Mm-hmm.
IBE.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I judged by accident, but I judged.
Mm-hmm.
Did my job, and yeah, 2011, and
Mm-hmm.
been doing it ever since.
And when did you start doing it regularly?
2021.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Because you also been in the all the qualifications, right, for the Olympics. You was also in
Hmm.
the pool, right? So you
Hmm.
had to register, pay a fee,
The training.
do training and everything.
Yes.
And now you're like you're a licensed judge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Uh,
Yeah. The,
of
the
course.
important part is the training,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because you need to, because judging is a skill of its own, you know. Like for example, now the event organizers are usually booking a good dancers, but a good dancer doesn't mean a good judge.
Yes, exactly. Just because
Yeah.
you're a dope dancer doesn't mean you're a good judge. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But do you think somebody who never danced can become a judge for breaking?
Who never dance? No, no, for sure not. You need to be in the culture. You need to know what's happening, because we've seen situations not with judges but with people that don't know and
Hmm.
things that we just laugh about. People go like, oh, you know what's
Yeah.
happening. No, no, you need to be in the culture for sure.
And you just mentioned at the beginning, like people asked, "Oh, who is this guy? Why is he judging and stuff?" Right? So this is
Mhm.
also a big topic in our scene because back in the day when I started dancing, most of the time the judges could smoke everybody who participated, right? It was like back then, right? But we know now the best judges, the best dancers are not the best judges, right?
Not necessarily, but they could be,
Yes, but
but they're not in most cases.
it's not automatically because you're a good dancer that you're a good judge, right?
Exactly.
So what I have sometimes a problem. I don't compete anymore, so it doesn't really hurt me a lot, you know. But when I see these complaints, I really think that's a valid point. If you never experienced going to a final or winning a big competition, you know, don't you think that this is then missing for the judge when he judges high levels and high dancers?
No,
High
there's
level
nothing.
competitions?
Yeah, no, because like if I ask you back, like, what does that have to do with judging? Like, what would your argument be, for example?
I mean, I also think like of course now when you go to the high level competitions, you have the iPad and you have all the criteria there, right? But I think I'm asking more like if this how can I say that I don't say something shit right now? Um, because in my opinion, I think you need also to have the experience of being under the lights and already danced 15 rounds and need to dance 3 rounds more. You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get it. I really get it. I will bring myself as an example because
Mhm.
I am one of the examples of the theory we're trying to prove. I've never been to a world final ever. I've
Okay,
never been
okay.
to semis. I've never been to top 16 ever. I suck as a dancer. I'm a meathead. I admit it. I'm the first to admit. I like to do hand hops and all that stuff. But I do understand uh, the judging game, right?
Mhm.
And I don't say that. The statistics say that.
Okay,
And actually, when people came for me, the statistics is what saved me.
okay.
Because the first time they were like, "Yeah, where's this guy?" Blah blah blah, and then I had like a 91% accuracy.
How
You
you
know,
mean? How you mean 90%, 91%
like
accuracy?
91%, you are with the majority of the judges.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Of course, if you're in a bad panel and everybody's voting in a bad way, you're gonna look in the statistics that you are a good
Yeah,
judge.
yeah.
So what you need to look is the consistency over time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing is every time I judge with the system and we have the statistics, or if I'm able to record my own statistics with pen and paper, I do that and I have everything saved.
Okay.
So when sometimes, like I had somebody accusing me of not voting for their dancer, it was a coach, and then I went back, I went all the decisions with that dancer, and I proved to him that I'm actually judging for his dancer more. So the statistics are useful only if we know how to use them,
Yes, okay.
right? So I understand your point that you have to be in the final, blah blah, but it doesn't really translate into how we
Okay.
use the framework to judge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You know?
mm-hmm. I guess then it's also more of an ego thing, you know.
Oh, for sure. Like I will give you an example. Some judges battle the competitors in their head while they're judging
Okay.
because they go like, "I can do that. It's not that hard."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But you need to compare these two dancers because
Yeah.
it's really everybody says, oh, okay, I have this big problem with this argument. You cannot judge art, right? People tell me that while they're judging competitions. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, is it breaking an art? Yes. Are you judging? Yes. So what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
It's personal opinion. No, we don't want your personal opinion. We need the analysis, but you're going to base it on the framework we're giving you.
Yes.
So before you said the word criteria, but we don't really use that because criteria is like telling somebody what to do, right? It's like you have to
Yeah.
do that and that. And
Yeah.
that's what people were afraid of in the beginning.
Yes.
So we use the term qualities. And just to clear any misconceptions, the system doesn't tell you how to dance at all.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dope, you're dope. Either you do power moves, either you do footwork, or whatever it is you're doing. The system never tells you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
All the system is doing is recording what I'm thinking on the moment. So that's why I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it
I,
doesn't have to.
I mean, if you explain it like this, it's more clear for me. You know, I think it's more also like an old school mentality, like I smoke you, how do you want to judge me?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like all these biases, that's what we do a lot in the training. We get you to be aware of the biases. By the way, I'm part of the Dance Adjudication Network, and our area of expertise is judging, which we are still also learning because we're
Of
still
course.
finding blind spots and stuff, And we make you aware of these biases. I last year I realized I'm doing something, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that,
Mm-hmm.
It's a game we're all still learning, and
Hmm.
we're only getting better with it. Because when you understand, because if you have this old school mentality of it's me, I know,
Yeah,
you know,
that's the ego
'cause-
part.
yeah, because without saying any names, I have seen a very big OG name voting 28 times alone out of 9 people.
Yeah, then you
Yeah,
shouldn't be
28 times. It's
then you
too
shouldn't be
much.
judging. Then you shouldn't
Yeah.
be judging. Yeah.
Yo, if we do it 3 times, we get asked. I got asked 2 years ago, I think in IB. Yeah, I did it twice. And people asked me like, yo, what was that? But I knew and I took notes and I explained. I blah 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 blah. And yeah, cool. If you can explain it, good. Of course, if you're way off, explaining it doesn't cut it,
Of
you know?
course, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. It's you and very important is you need to keep judging at home. Like I haven't judged now in like what 2 months now, right?
You mean you have to practice it too?
Exactly. It's a skill. It's a skill you have to practice.
Hmm.
You get rusty really fast, and people don't understand. I didn't understand in the beginning. And then I went to this event completely unprepared. And it took me like 3, 4, 5 battles to be, oh, okay, now, okay, I got it now,
Uh,
you know? So I when before I go to battles, like 1 or 2 weeks before the battle, I stay home and I just judge like 10 battles
nice,
a day
nice.
to just get the rust off.
But yeah, you take it seriously. You take it professionally. You know, so
Yeah, very, very seriously.
it's just a plus. You know. So since 2001, you judge regularly. How many different systems you judge with?
I did well, basically hands is the system we use, the system, you know, hands, trivium, which is my favorite system,
Okay.
threefold, and all the others are point systems, of course, which numbers don't make sense at all.
Mhm.
Judging with points and I can explain if you want why this doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
please, please.
Okay, so I ask people, okay, I will ask you, for example, what
Okay.
is a five? And you will probably tell me average,
Yes.
right? Okay, what does that mean? What is average? We don't have a definition of that in breaking, right? And if I tell you what's a seven, you're going to be like, okay, maybe a little bit better than average. Okay, what's a 7.2? And what's the difference between a 7.2 and a 7.6?
Yeah.
So this is why numbers don't make sense in
Hmm.
art, at least in art, right? So that's why we judge in comparison to each other. Because if you and me stand next to each other and we're comparing who is taller, you can see it straight away. Same with breaking. You put two people next to each other and you compare who is stronger, who is faster, who is jumping higher, or whatever the the, the thing is, you know. Of course, in the system, there's no for people that don't know about the trivium and the threefold. There in the system, there's no moves. Like you don't see, oh, air flare.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's technique, variety, creativity, personality, performance, and musicality. So we judge on those domains, right? So you put one dancer, second dancer, and then you compare them and you make your analysis.
Hmm. Hmm. So why does this you said the trivium is your favorite one?
Yeah, Trivium is my
Why is
favorite.
it your favorite?
It's very analytical. You can really go in depth because you have like 6 faders you can
Hmm.
choose from, and you can just go deeper, and
Hmm.
it's more thorough. And even for the dancers, when they go back to the website to check, they can see exactly where they were lacking, and especially if the judges, if it's a coherent panel, and all the judges, for example, I'm battling and I lost, and all the judges didn't give me creativity. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, none of the judges gave me creativity. So maybe I need to work on that,
Yes. That's
you know?
nice. That's very good. That's very
Yeah.
dope.
But when we do this, I don't have any feedback. And then you go after the end of the event, and what did I lose? 20 battles later. What am I saying? 10 battles later. Five. For me, it's the next battle. I don't remember what you did,
Of course.
And a lot of people lie,
Yeah,
or
they don't want to get on the bad side of the dancer.
yeah, or they say things like, oh, you need more flavor. What do I do with that? what does that mean? You know, uh, like how do I practice
Ah,
that?
I can tell you right now, you can't practice flavor. Either you have it or you don't.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you can get better, but
Um, one
like
of
how do
the
you put it in your practice? Like what
yeah,
is
this
the
is the yeah. It's a
yeah, that doesn't
lazy
make sense.
it's a lazy answer. Um,
Yes.
one of the first ones I think was one of the first, but I'm not sure, was Dizzy's ones, right? The our system.
Our system. I'm not sure if it was the first.
No, no,
There
of
might
course, 100% it's not the first. I think like it's
yeah.
one of the first I see and
Ah, okay, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the our system. Yeah, but that system had this flaw, right? One judge for one thing, correct? Do you
yes,
remember that? Okay.
yes,
So imagine I cook a soup for you,
yeah,
but I give you one ingredient at the time for
hmm
you to, and then you need to tell me how the soup tastes.
yeah,
But I will give you one ingredient every time.
okay,
You will never taste the soup. You will
hmm
taste, I don't know, the salt or I don't know how you make a soup, you know? So you need all the ingredients. You cannot just have like,
This motherfucker don't know how to make soup.
yeah, I don't like soups. I don't consider soup
Oh, you
food.
miss out. Oh, you miss out big time, brother. A good
Bro,
pho from
ramen,
Vietnam.
yeah, but
Pho from Vietnam, bro. Come on.
I never had that. I need to have that next
Yeah,
time.
definitely, bro.
Yeah,
That's why I'm telling. Oh, bro, you need to eat tomato soup with grilled cheese, bro. This is life.
I'm hungry now.
Bro, this is life. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, we're excited to see your judge's journey too. So at the end, we always have our fave five. Yeah. Where we talk about your favorite five things. Can be five, can be four, can be six. We just want to know your favorites, right? So we always start classic with the B-boys. Your favorite five B-boys all time.
Oh,
No order.
no order. So I like creative people. So one of the people that influenced me a lot, and I always look up to him, two of them actually. Yaman from France.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I had the pleasure of him teaching me a lot of things
Hmm.
personally. Benji from France.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rubber Legs, big shout out. Very creative guy. Remind. Now it's getting harder. And Crumbs for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's five.
That's nice, yeah, five.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is all oldest. You have from the new generation also some?
There's too many of them now. Like and there's so much creativity now.
Hmm.
And I'm preparing a new series for the
It's
Vault,
it's
which
it's
is
it's crazy. Yeah, sorry. What series you plan?
so I'm planning. I've started a series, but I released an episode and then I just left it there. And it's just a short series, which is like it's called Rare Gems.
Hmm.
Somebody did it on Instagram a week before I started my own, and
Hmm.
it's the Strange Moves. I don't know if you've seen that channel.
Yeah, Stranger Moves this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I had the same idea, and a week before I posted, I see it, and I'm like,
Ah,
but
scheiße.
then I was like, he's posting the newer stuff, and because I dig a lot, I'm like, okay, but I can do the older stuff.
Hmm.
So I'm still. I decided actually today that uh, I'm gonna continue with it.
Hmm.
I even have the notes here, which you cannot see. Very good.
Hmm.
Uh, and I'm gonna start that as well.
Right.
But there's too many, bro. Like there's
Yeah.
so many people, and the inspiration, like Storm gave inspiration, like with his DVD.
Yeah.
That DVD is gold, bro.
Hmm.
And now he
You
released
mean
a book on judging.
you mean the one in the with the gray background
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the checkered floor?
Yes.
Yeah, I buy so much footwork from there, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm's footwork fundamentals.
Yeah, yeah, so too nice, too nice. Check it, people, check it. Big girls.
B girls, AT,
Hmm.
definitely. Uh, oh God, the Bish was an
Ooh,
inspiration in the beginning, back in
friends, yes.
2000, because back then there were not a lot of B girls.
Not really. Just a
Not
handful.
really.
I mean, there was, but not dope ones, you know.
Yeah, yeah, they weren't there yet. But now it's oof. Um, Now it's like Firebird impresses me a lot.
Ooh, yes.
She has this clean shape, and I really like her power moves, you know. Um, Queen Mary was an inspiration at some point.
Bugarska. The only girl to win BC1
Easy one.
Cypher.
Yes. And oh, I'm forgetting her name from Finland again, before 80.
Ramona.
Not Ramona, the other one.
Taya.
Older. Taya, I think was it?
Taya.
Older one?
Taya.
Taya. Yeah, yeah, Taya. Taya. Then you had Dana Banana from the US.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember Abi Girl.
AB girl, yes.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
My favorite big girl, baby son.
Baby Son, yes, good friend, good person.
Nice.
I like Baby
Nice.
Son a lot.
Nice.
She was also an inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And all the B-boys crush back in the
Yeah,
days.
that's why is my baby big girl. Nice. Um, if you organize a battle, your five favorite judges.
Renegade,
Mm-hmm.
Storm,
Mm-hmm.
Yursky.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Three. Rockstrite.
Mm-hmm.
I've judged with Rockstrite a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Very professional, spot on. Um, we need one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so many in my head. Oh, where's the fifth one? No, I'm blocked. Spin.
Oh, UK.
Spin UK. Yeah.
Ah,
Spin.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. I like every time I judge with these people, I learn so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we have conversations. Afterwards, after the event, we never speak about the judging between rounds
Ah,
because
okay.
you affect each other's opinion,
Of course.
you know. Extremo from Spain also. I like judging with him a
Ooh.
lot.
Okay.
Very professional. We have great conversations with him as well when we meet. Yeah. Let's see, six now. Yeah, six,
Nice.
whatever.
Oh,
Doesn't
then
matter.
we need the seventh one because you can have six judges.
Oh, seventh one. Oh God. Now it's gonna be hard to think.
You know what? We put you in there. Then we have seven.
Okay.
Then we have seven.
Yeah.
Faith of your favorite events you visited as a b-boy, as a judge, as spectator.
Okay. IB for sure.
Hmm.
IB is where I started. IB is where I go every year. I lost since 2000, whatever. I missed only one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, only one. And I'm not talking about the COVID times. Then there's World Kids Battle from Samsung.
Oh, yes.
I like that event a lot. You know, the city is great, the atmosphere is
Hmm.
great. I love seeing the kids coming up. Um, what else? UK B-Boy Champs. I had the pleasure of judging the qualifications there.
Ah, nice.
What else? What else? So like Poland is always great for,
Okay.
every time I go to Poland, they treat me so nice.
Hmm.
And I finally saw snow there for the first time.
Fucking island boy.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like we were judging and it was snowing outside and they had like a big glass panel.
You
And
couldn't
between rounds,
concentrate.
I was just like this between rounds. And Kido from Poland, he was making fun of me all the time. He's like, I will invite you next time it's snowing, please.
Yes.
But it's like Croatia.
Hmm.
Croatia is in my heart. Like
Hmm.
I get invited there a lot.
Ah, nice.
And we work with kids. Like I've been there like 5 times in a year or something.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. And yeah.
So you know Balkan food, huh?
Yeah, burek and all that stuff.
Pljeskavica,
Yeah.
brother.
Bro, they feed me so every time I go to Croatia, they feed me so well,
Bro,
bro.
my parents are from Serbia,
Yeah.
originally. So, bro, this is number one in our mentality, in our culture. When you're a guest, you get fed like you're a pig, man.
But I'm on a diet, man.
Yeah. Nice.
There's no
Five,
diet.
then five events you never visited, but you would love to visit.
R16.
Mm.
Uh, any Japanese event. I've been to the nationals because I was in Japan and it just happened to be there
Ah, nice.
same time. But I would like to go to a jam, not a,
Mhm.
not a.
I heard they had jams on Tuesday and stuff. you know?
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. So many people there, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Freestyle session.
You never been?
I've never been there. I'm planning to go. Silverback, I'm going for sure. And then that's it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much these
And
events.
to finish it up, your worst, you don't have to name names, your worst experience traveling. Which event? Also, what happened?
It wasn't events. I never had problem with events, but I have problems with airlines.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
because
ha
people think we're flying first class or something.
what happened?
Ah, Air Serbia, bro. That's what happened. Worst airline ever, bro. It took me,
Really?
I will only tell you this, right? It once took me 21 hours from Cyprus to Italy. Bro, I can go to Japan and come back in that time.
Yes, definitely.
That's all I'm
20,
gonna say.
21 hours.
21 hours to reach my destination.
Thank
But
God
I
you.
was prepared. I was actually prepared, but not for this.
But you didn't knew it was 21 hours.
No, 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 no. Like we lost our flight twice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I knew Air Serbia is a bad airline. So, but the thing is, I get a lot of compensation money from them.
Ah,
And
okay.
because I don't book the ticket, it's free money for me, right?
Yeah.
So, so I was prepared when they told me, "Oh, you're gonna go with Air Serbia." I'm like, "Oh, great." So from the moment I was in Cyprus and we had 40 minutes delay there alone, I was like, "Ah, okay." But then we missed the first flight, and then we missed
Oh
the
my
second
God.
flight,
Oh
and we
my
need to
God.
change flights, and then oh, bro, it was crazy. The person with me was with a big girl, and I've never seen her cry ever, and it was the first time I've seen her cry. And yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But
Ah,
it's airlines.
gotcha.
So far with events, nothing major.
Hmm.
Maybe some scheduling. Yeah, cool. Maybe the room is not so great, but yeah, bro, I've been in the army. I can sleep anywhere. It
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
matter.
yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah, then yeah. Thank you, brother, for taking your time. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
For sure, this was not the last time you were a guest in our podcast because a lot of things will come and we can still talk about a lot of things more. Any last words and shout outs?
Nothing. Just thank you for having me. Shout outs to the Dan Adjudication Network, Renegade, Storm, Yursky, Nilante, which we just know each other. Nobody knows Nilante. Yeah, and we'll see each other soon.
Yes,
You know,
definitely. Definitely. Yeah. From my side again, thank you for taking your time, brother. It was a pleasure. Um, for all the people watching and viewing and listening, subscribe now to our YouTube channel, GTV Official. Thumbs up, comment who you want to see next. Notification on so you never miss a video. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen this year. And if you want to show full support, €5 each month, you can donate. Yes, every month to Godfather TV. Yes, I need the. You see the shoes? I need this also for. No, I'm just joking. You can support. You can support our channel. Yes, a lot of things to come. Next Sunday, the next podcast. Don't miss your favorite breaking news with me and Swifty. Don't miss Origins with me and Popping Mike. Man, so much things going. Life is good. Mr. Fox, thank you again. See you soon. And that was your favorite breaking show with your favorite people.